Hey, what's going on, people? I just arrived at work, and yeah, I got a new shirt on today. Cause I might wash clothes next week or the week after. Cause it's really when I run out of shirts, and my pants get too dirty. Cause the kind of work I do, I don't like to change my shirts too much. Cause I'm gonna get I'm around a lot of chemicals. I'll just say that. But I want to talk about some good things now, and let me just explain this too, if y'all don't know. I'm gonna be in my car. I don't. This little fly. Oh, forget it. It ain't bothering me because I don't kill anything. But with my OCD, it's gotten to the point where I don't really cut my hair. I let it grow, and I try to maintain a certain look to it. So what I do now is I cut the hairs that are like they look like they're dead or they're sticking up. I do trim it myself with scissors, but it's just gotten so bad over the years that I won't even get my hair cut. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is kind of sick, but I got like an obsession with looking up people who have OCD. And Dylan Roof is not a really good example of somebody, but he can explain the whole having that same hairstyle. He suffers from that too. So this is why I don't cut my hair. Now, when I had the choice, when I had to get a haircut, when my parents were, cutting my hair, I couldn't really explore just the beauty of not having a haircut and just being okay with it. But anyway, I do want to talk about some good things. 2007. I don't want to make it like my life was just hell, but I want to just delve into a little bit of the culture of growing up in the Mid Atlantic. 2007, little into 2008, and a little bit of the end of 2006, because I told you that the music was changing a lot. So I said this before: Baltimore club music, like the stuff that they play. I wasn't going in clubs at 10, 11 years old, but they had these little skating rinks that were pretty popular in Philly. There was one called Wow. Today, I haven't been in Philly almost 2 years, but today I think it was called Jams. I don't know what they call it now, but it was called Wow, and then they called it Jams. They changed it to Jams. If you're from Philly, you know what I'm talking about. It's in Northeast. Then there was another place I went to, because the thing is, nobody actually skated at that place. They just hung out and danced to music. The popular kids went there because I saw a lot of people from school there on the weekend. It was like a little club for kids to go to. I saw this kid Eugene in my class there. I think he was on his birthday. We hung out a little bit because he acted a little different when the whole class wasn't around. I saw a girl who had a little bit of a crush on me. We hung out, but she didn't have a negative opinion of me because we weren't in the same class together. So, she didn't really give me any trouble because we weren't in the class together. She didn't know my personality. What else? Because I believe I went there. My dad's girlfriend's nephew, his name was Ethan. He had like a birthday party, and that's why we went. That's how we went to Wow. We went to Jams. It was called Jams at the time. So a lot of this music I'm hearing, like Baltimore club music, and these are some songs I remember. Look these up. So it was a song called "Tear the Club Up." Just type in "Tear the Club Up" Baltimore music. "Dance My Pain Away." I don't know. See, I remember that song from '07, '06. "Dance My Pain Away." Type in the dance called the Wu-Tang, and type in Little John's OK Baltimore, Little John's OK song Baltimore club music, and type in you know Watch out for the big girls. Type it's time for the percolator. And also, 2006, a really popular song that was like everybody knew if you grew up in that time. Jim Jones had a song called Ballin'. They played that. That was the last song I remember they played. Cause we were skating around and like the DJ would have like the crowd say ballin'. Like that was a popular song then too. And but that was like a number one song. That was a popular song everywhere. Because the franchise boys, unfortunately, their popularity was dying away. You know, because the dance, the song of the summer, and really the spring and summer was the Lean With It, Rock With It. That was like the song of that year. Because they had a song 2005, I Think They Like Me. And they're unfortunately their popularity was just dying away like late 06 because we had the album in the house. So I remember, like I said, if I heard me like a song or a lyric, I would like sort of put that in my everyday speech. Like like if somebody said a word and I remember hearing it from a song, I would just always just think of that song if somebody said something that reminded me of a song. Like that song, I Think They Like Me. It reminded me of the when my dad told me like not everybody's gonna like you. It just reminded me of that song I heard on the radio, like I Think They Like Me. Or like I told you, my dad was calling me one time, yelling at me to do this and that. And I just said, stop. I was telling him, it's like, well, if you stop calling me, like I heard on the song, he got so mad. See, he only got mad because the girlfriend was around, because she was encouraging him to get mad. She was like, ooh, look what he said. And I never, and I remember that to this day. I still remember it too. But, this is kind of like our culture. So Philadelphia doesn't really have their own. I don't really remember, but they don't really have their own kind of like. I don't want to say. I'm not saying we don't have our own culture relating to music, but it's not like a lot of rappers, because Beanie Siegel, around this time, his popularity is dying away because he's getting arrested a lot. Cassidy's popularity too as a rapper is not really as big, because somebody said it and they were right. Cassidy getting locked up for that murder messed up his career, but he had a nice run that year prior, like 2005. The I'm a Hustler and B-Boy Stance, that was a hit song. But him getting locked up, he it ruined a lot of his popularity. So Beanie Siegel and Cassidy were like the two most famous rappers of that time. Beanie Siegel's going in and out of jail, but his album, The Becoming, that Feel It in the Air song, it's still a hit song around Philly, but he's not like popular like a lot of like Jay-Z is to Philly, or that song This Is Why I'm Hot, the song by Mims, that song is popular. Like more New York records like 50 Cent and G Unit, they have more influence over people from Philly than actual Philly rappers, because they're not really selling music. They're not really selling like albums like that. Like I can compare it to like Jay-Z or 50 Cent. And I'm about to, it look like it's almost time to go back inside. We'll clock in, but the music is sort of just like I said, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. That Show Me What You Got song by Jay-Z, that was a song I like. I was still listening to The Massacre, even though that was almost going to be 2 years old. I was still listening to The Massacre. And any other songs like freestyles that G Unit released, my brother put me onto it. And dancing was really popular. Like I said, 2007, 2006, everybody was really into like dancing. Like I said, this dance called the Wu-Tang. And it eventually evolved into the D-Mac. That was like a dance people did around school when you would play like Baltimore club music. And that's pretty much it, like with music. I may do another part to this. I gotta go inside and clock in.